All right, welcome back to Stocklabs. We just finished up the month of April. As you know, it was a terrible month for the stock market, especially the NASDAQ that had its worst month since the financial crisis, 2008-ish. And how did the Fly's Quant portfolio do? Down 1% for the month. Now, nobody likes negative months, but given what happened in the overall market, you sort of have to consider this a bit of a win. I mean, there's outperformance there. I mean, down 1.2% versus, say, the NASDAQ down 15, 16%, S&P down a bunch too. This is okay in this environment. Best performing stocks. Actually, the bulk of the performance was carried by the top couple. It's just that stuff on the downside, there probably wasn't. What do we have here? Okay, we had a couple stocks that were down a decent amount, but for the most part. Okay, Comstock up 22%, Lantheus, all of this. The holdings overall are heavily favoring energy and commodities and all of that stuff. Now, that trade has cooled off a little bit overall, but it's still been sort of the outperformer compared to the rest of the market. So it hasn't paid to try and find another place to hide out in. Some of them have begun to tail off. Probably some of the ones that ran the most pulled back. Have started to pull back the most severe, but the portfolio overall sort of has protected the gains that it built up at least for year to date. So we started April here, closed it down about 1%. I mean, now it had ramped up big at some point, during the course of the month, but had a bit of a drawdown to end the month. So we'll see what the allocation looks like on Monday. Fly rotates this portfolio once a month. First trading day of the month, goes into his growth quant screen in Screener, and basically takes the top 20 stocks, all 5% positions. Some of these holdings will stay if they're in the result set of the Screener again, but for the most of the time there'll be a bunch of rotation in this. So let's see, January up 4%, February up 8%, March was down 1.7%, and April was down 1.2%, we said. So, still kind of hanging on to these gains here. It won't take much to get back to year-to-date highs on this portfolio. And at least, it didn't blow up with the NASDAQ or something like that. So, I guess kudos to Fly, kind of weathering the storm here, trying to navigate the fires of bear market that we're in, and actually doing a pretty good job. So, like we said, this portfolio doesn't get touched very often. It gets touched once a month, and is not revisited until the next month. So you can imagine that there's people that are tinkering with their portfolios every day that are not having as good a performance as what this strategy has had. So that's sort of a testament to the approach that has been put in place. So yeah, I mean, that's it for now. We'll be back end of May to see if kind of the market overall and the quant account has reversed course. But for now, treading water is going to have to be good enough. So talk to you guys later. Peace.